Welcome to our tutorial about creating and saving a new project. In this tutorial, we'll be learning how to create a new project, save it, close it, and how to open it again later. A project is how Cubase refers to its software-specific file format. It's the equivalent of a document in MS Word. The project holds all the info needed to recreate the work, like MIDI data, edits, mixing, effects, settings, etc. The project doesn't store the audio or video files themselves. These are stored in separate folders on your hard drive. The file extension for a Cubase project is CPR. When you first launch Cubase, there's an empty screen. You need to open a project or create a new one. To create a new project, select New Project from the File menu. The New Project dialog window opens. You can also use the keyboard shortcut Ctrl-N in Windows or Command-N in Mac. The New Project dialog window provides a list of available templates. We're going to learn how to create and use templates later in this course, but for now let's choose Empty and click OK. Cubase now prompts me to create a folder on my hard drive so that my project file and all of its related files are stored in one safe place. It's very important that every project has its own unique folder. If you store many projects in one folder, it gets really confusing later. You also run the risk of overwriting files by accident or erasing them when you're trying to clean up a project. Do take some time beforehand to figure out how you want to organize your audio projects. This will really prevent future headaches. Let's navigate to the folder where I want my project to be created. Now click Create. We're not saving the project at this point. We're just creating a folder on the hard drive that the project will be saved in later. On Mac, you'd click New Folder. I'm going to call mine Sous le ciel. That's the name of the piece I'll be working on in this course. Click OK when you're done. Remember, give the folder a unique name that will let you easily identify it at a glance later on. The name should be different than any other Cubase project you've created before. Click OK or Create. Congratulations, we've just created our first project. Notice how at the top of the window the project is called Untitled. Well, that's because we haven't saved it yet. So before we do anything else, let's save our project. Select the File menu and select Save. The Save As dialog window opens. You should already be in the folder that we navigated to or created a moment ago. This is where we're going to save our project. See how Cubase has already created an audio folder where it's going to store our media files? Let's type a name for our file and click Save. Mine will be Sous le ciel with today's date appended at the end. And click Save. As you continue to edit your project over time, you'll want to save as and use another file name. For example, I can save versions of my project every day, appending the current date to the file name. This gives me backups of different versions of my projects over time and lets me go back to a previous version if I need to. Good project version control is really important. All right, now that we've saved our project, see how the name appears up here in the title bar? Let's close it. We can click File and Close. If you had made any changes, you would have been prompted to save them before the close. Now let's open the project. Select File and Open. Then navigate to the folder where the project is stored. Select the project and click Open. However, as you can see, it's often faster to use the Recent Project submenu. From the File menu, select Recent Projects. From the submenu, select the recently opened project that you want to open. The last project you open will be the top on your list. Choose the project you want by clicking on it once. Just a few other tips on managing your projects. When you open a project file, Cubase finds the media files, audio and video, where you left them. If you change the media's location between saves, Cubase will prompt you for a new location before loading those files into your project. If you delete a folder containing media files without backing them up beforehand, you won't be able to use that audio or media in your project. Cubase will warn you that it can't find the files referred to in the project. I want to be sure that you understand the relationship between the project file and the media files, and to handle your media files with caution. It's a good idea to back up your work frequently on an external hard drive too. I back up my work at least every day. And this concludes our tutorial on creating, saving, and opening a new project.